So, Clarity Act endgame, and that's what we are going to talk about today. You know, I've been tracking the Clarity Act since the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, since we started speaking about it. And I told you, in the end of 2025, it was one of the hurdles for January. And we just had drama, another drama on the market. We didn't have drama for quite a long time for crypto. And now we are having some drama again, now with Coinbase pulling the support for the Clarity Act. And something happened tonight that we need to pay attention regarding this, because this is, how can I say it? It's mandatory for our industry that we have clarity. And first we need to understand what's happening, what happened this night, right before this stream, and I'll tell you what's going to happen, in my opinion, and when we are going to get the Clarity Act, if we are going to get the Clarity Act. But so far, stocks are down, crypto started to go down a little bit, nothing major. And we need to understand the timeline, what's happening, and why maybe we are seeing this. So stay with me, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll dive into it right now. So it all started with this. It all started with Brian Armstrong from Coinbase saying that he's pulling support from the Clarity Act, and that for a lot of things. That in his view, it's not the perfect bill, and we will not get the perfect bill. I'll get back to that later. But yeah, he decided that the prohibition of DeFi, stablecoin yields, a lot of things here. And we need to understand one thing regarding Coinbase. Okay, and I think this is really important to understand the Coinbase model. Coinbase is like a crypto bank. Coinbase generated around $400 million of revenue from stablecoin yields last year. Okay, just for you to understand why he's pulling this and why he's so worried about this. He's so worried about this because of this, because it literally had like $400 million from revenue just from stablecoin yields from USDC. So you can understand why he doesn't like this crypto bill. He's protecting his shareholders, okay? So, and of course, there's a lot of things here that he doesn't agree, but the main thing, it's this. It's the stablecoin yields. You cannot have stablecoins parked on Coinbase or Robinhood or whatever and receive a yield. The banks don't want that, okay? And we need to understand why the banks doesn't want this, okay? You are talking for the banks that have like fractional reserve banking, and they offer you like 0.1 to 0.3, maybe 1% yield on your deposits. And when you go to the stablecoins, they are offering 4, 6, maybe more, and they are fully backed. They are fully collateralized by T-bills or real USD. So this is a major issue for the banks. This is a major issue for the banks. And this is what we need to understand that's happening right now. And Brian really talks about this. So let's just listen to him.
Got the Genius Act passed into law, which actually did enable stablecoin rewards to happen. The banks had their own concerns, and we reached a good outcome in the Genius Act. And now the banks really are coming and trying to undermine the president's crypto agenda. I mean, these are the same banks that debanked him and his family, right? And they want to come in and say.
So, like I was saying, he's saying that the banks are undermining the agenda, the crypto bill, and I don't know if this is true or not. We know there's a lot of theater, there's a lot of things that we don't know, but I know what happened this night. And what happened this night is quite serious for us, because, look at this. The White House is considering pulling its support from the crypto market structure bill. They don't like it what Coinbase did. Okay, so we need to understand that this is one of the promises from Trump. This is one of the things that Trump promised, and no one liked what Coinbase did here. Okay, and there's an end game for this. In my opinion, there's the end game for this, and I want to understand. I want to explain you today what's the end game for this. So, but the White House saying this, and that they didn't like what Brian Armstrong did, it's a big thing. Okay, it's big. It's not something small. And you need to understand this, because we are in an industry that needs clarity, and we are finally close to get that clarity. Something happens. So we need to really pay attention to this and to what's happening. And yeah, this is not a good thing. Because like they said, this is the President Trump bill, not Brian Armstrong bill. That's what they are saying. So this is quite worrisome for the bill, okay? That we might not see it approved or even get to a vote, whatever. So we need to understand that no one agrees with Brian. Okay? No one agrees with Coinbase. There are a few people from X, whatever, that they might agree. Those that are acting and working together with everyone for the bill to pass, they don't agree with them. And this is big because we have the Robinhood CEO going against this. We have Brett Garlinghouse from Ripple saying this.
Clarity is always better than chaos, and the industry needs clarity. Perfection, I think, in my experience, is the market structure bill that's pending in the banking committee, is it perfect? No, certainly not. But is it better than nothing? Absolutely. And I think we need to continue to work constructively with Washington to get and continue to iterate what is already sitting in front of the banking committee to make it better. But we shouldn't give up now. We are so close.
So I want to know your opinion. Do you agree with them? Do you agree that it's better to have a bill than having no bill? Or do you think we should have no bill at all? We need to understand something. This bill helps or protects or validates, whatever you want to call it, mainly altcoins, not Bitcoin, not even Ethereum. Actually, it makes them look like Bitcoin and Ethereum from a law point of view. So I would like to know, do you prefer to have a bill or do you prefer to have no bill at all? In my opinion is that we should have a bill. We cannot go against the banks. It's impossible. They are here for 100 years. And I don't think that that they will allow something that will literally take profits from them and take the business from them. So I think we should get something, then start to, how can I say this? Then start to improve the bill. But this is just my opinion, okay? So I think they are trying to fight banks. I think Coinbase is protecting their shareholders. But I don't think that having no bill is going to be positive for the market, okay? But this is just me, okay? Banks see it as an unfair competition. And yeah, like I said, $400 million just from USDC and from on Q3, not on the year, on Q3. So they need to do something about this because this is going to impact their business. So this is something really important that we need to have in mind why it's happening. But I think there's an opportunity here, okay? And I do believe there's a big opportunity here. And when I tell you about the opportunity, I'm talking about this. So if you are into stocks or xStocks, if you trade stocks on a crypto exchange, this might be buy the dip opportunity, okay? And I'll explain you why. Both Robinhood and Coin dropped 8%, 9% when Coinbase pulled the market, when Coinbase pulled the support from the bill. And this might be a really good point to get some exposure to stocks. This might be a very good opportunity. And I'm looking at it. I have 2 buy zones here. As you can see, I have it here. I have around $2.25 and $2.36 for Coinbase. I will assess that. If I see that there's going to be a delay, I'm not going to pull the trigger, or I will start to build a position. And then I have another one here around 184 in case we get a delay. I think if we get a delay or there is no bill at all, we might drop here. So this is one of the areas that I'm looking for regarding coin. Same for Robinhood, okay? Robinhood dropped more than Coinbase. It's coming to a buy area. I want to see what's going to happen, and then I'll explain you why. But these are my buy areas here, okay? These are my 2 buy areas here, and I'm looking at this. I'm looking at $92, and I'm looking at $100 for Robinhood, and I'll explain why. Because I do believe that this bill is going to get approved, but I think we are going to see watered down approved maybe in July 2026. I think things are going to get delayed. The markup, I don't think it's going to happen before April, so we're going to be at a stall during that time. And yeah, that's what I believe it's going to happen. So I think we have time. These are my main areas that I'm looking for. I'm not going to pull the trigger on these two stocks till I have more information on what's going to happen, and I will update you on X at least regarding this. But these are my main areas because I do believe that this is a buy the dip opportunity. If we get the Clarity Act, both stocks are going to skyrocket. The same way they dropped with the delay, if we get the Clarity Act, they are going to skyrocket. If we don't get a Clarity Act, they will drop for sure. And that's why I want to pay attention. That's why I want to be careful with what's happening. And yeah, just for you to be aware of this. I think that there might be an opportunity here. So I'm looking at it on this side. Okay, I want to get some exposure to crypto stocks. And I think they are going to run hard if we get the Clarity Act approved. So, but this is what what I'm looking for. And regarding the market right now, just to give you a quick update in my view about the market and what's happening right now on Bitcoin, I have these two scenarios here, and this is what I'm looking. Sorry, yeah, and this is what I'm looking for on Bitcoin right now. We had a nice move. Let's be honest, it was a very good move here, and it was like we went almost broke the resistance with conviction, 90, almost 98. I think we reached 98 in some exchanges, and then we are retreating. It's a pullback, it's a healthy one, and I do believe we are going to reverse around 95 or lower, 93,400. So this is what I'm looking for Bitcoin right now. I'm just being patient. I'm being calm. I'm just watching and see where Bitcoin is heading. And so this is 100% what I'm looking. We might dip lower. We might get a week. Just for you to be aware, this week was yesterday, and I draw this the day before. We already went there, but I do believe we are going lower. Okay, I do believe we are going lower. I do believe that we might come here, and I will not exclude this. I will not exclude a week here, and then we'll see. I don't think it's the Clarity Act. It's just a healthy pullback. I think the Clarity Act, it's just something that affects more altcoins than Bitcoin, but it always has some sort of impact. But this is just, we had a nice move, then we had a pullback, and we had the macro tensions. I don't want to talk about it, okay? I don't want to go for the macro things here. I don't want to go for the geopolitical stuff here. You know what's happening, and so you need to be aware of that. I already explained how to search that, to search if something is going to happen. I can recap that. But for now, this is what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. Nothing major. If we start losing supports, then I'll reassess. But so far so good, and I don't see any reasons to be worried, to be honest. So let's move on and talk about Ethereum. Ethereum front-runned me. I had a buy here around $3,000, and I was front-runned by like, I don't know, $20, $50, something like that, and decided to go. So it's consolidating now. I think a pullback to 3,200. 3,200 will happen, and I do believe that would happen, and that would be healthy. Maybe lower 3,100. That's what I'm looking for. I just want to tell you this. The market right now, it's some sort of a turning point. And I've been saying this for a lot of time. What we saw this week when Bitcoin had that move, I've been saying this. While stocks are pumping, we will not see crypto pump. Okay? If you can just choose any stock, and it goes up and you make money, there's no need for investors to look for crypto. You want Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. If they just need to go on the stock market and make money, they will not look for crypto. And in this week, we had exactly that happening. We saw the stock market pulling back, Bitcoin and altcoins going up. That happened on Wednesday. That happened before all the drama of the Clarity Act. So I will stick by this. while stocks are pumping, while commodities are pumping, and if you're not trading commodities, you should be trading commodities, there will be no major moves on crypto. There's no need for people to risk a more volatile asset, and volatility is not risk when they have the stock market pumping. So you had that sign this week. We saw S&P, Nasdaq, Dow pulling back, and that's when we saw that move, and this move from Ethereum. It's the same. That's when we saw it. So you have just, in my opinion, of course, I might be wrong, you just have to be patient. You just need to wait for the market to start cooling down on stocks, cooling down on commodities, and then, in my opinion, of course, the rotation is going to happen, and that's already happening, okay? The Russell 2000 is outperforming S&P 500 for the last 10 days. Russell 2000 is like the altcoin market cap of stocks, and it's already outperforming S&P 500 for the last 10 days. And that's a sign. It might take more time. I know everyone wants to make money from one day to another, but I'm following my strategy, and so far it's going well. I will be wrong one day. I'm just hoping it's not this time. And I do believe that when you start to see the stocks pulling back, then we'll see. Then we will see a good move on crypto. That's just my opinion. Let me just look at the comments. And let me know where you are watching. I always like to know where my audience is and who is watching and where. And I want to know if someone is saying Bitcoin is going to 60K. What do you believe is going to happen first, 60K or 100K? Let me know that. I want to know that. I want to know because I love when people are bearish. I really do. Let me know what you think what's going to happen first. But this is for Ethereum. I think a pullback is needed. 3,300, 3,200, maybe lower. I even set an alert here. I want to long Ethereum because I think Ethereum is going to start to outperform the market really soon, and I want to have this. I'm buying the Ethereum dips. Okay, for me, I'm buying the Ethereum dips. UK, Pakistan, awesome. And I'm buying these dips. Okay, this is just me. You don't have to do what I do, but I'm transparent with you, and I'm buying the dips here because I do believe the market is going higher. Now, following XRP, this was a trade I gave last year. Last year I gave you this trade, and I'm still on it. Okay, I still have another one from $1.82, and yeah, it was full TP. It's holding pretty well. Okay, I think the Clarity Act could have helped with an XRP move because it's an altcoin that will be impacted, but it's holding support. So if you want to take a risk and maybe take a weekend trade here that you should not, I will not take this trade just for you to be honest. To be honest with you, I'm already long on XRP. I have 2 longs. I'm not going to open another one. Just with a super tight stop loss, like that stop loss that you know that the major move and you'll be weaked out, and you are okay with that, and you just do this, and that's it. Okay, if you want to do this, it's like I would say that 90% of the chance that you are going to get stopped. Okay, 90% of the time that this trade you are going to get stopped. But if you're feeling that I need to pull the trigger, it's on a major support. It reacted 2 times, and so maybe you can take this trade. Okay, maybe you can take this trade. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to follow it because I'm already long. So I will only worry about XRP if we lose this support here. Okay, if we lose this support here, then I think that XRP is going lower. I still believe, or maybe I have a wish. I would like to see XRP below $2 again. I would like to see $1.60 per XRP, so I can get more. Let's see. XRP ETFs are getting a lot of demands. There's a lot of things happens, a lot of partnerships. So yeah, we need to check what's going to happen. And yeah, let's see. Maybe it's just a wishful thinking. So this is Solana. This trade here, the first one was given here on my Saturday shows. It's going well, as you can see. If you follow my shows here on Saturday, I gave you this trade here. It's going super well. It's awesome. You can see it's on the Saturday, so it's going super well. Now, let's see Solana. Solana is one of those that are looking really good right now. Really good right now. Okay, and then let me see what comment. Discussion needs to move to new cycle contenders, not stealth shift from 5 years ago. I want to go on that. I'll get back to that later. But like I was saying, I hope I gave this trade on my Portuguese show. You should follow us. It's a Portuguese crypto banter. You should go there. I live stream every day in Portuguese. And if you are Portuguese or Brazilian or you speak Portuguese, watch It's Crypto Banter Portuguese, and then you should follow us. So, like I was saying, Solana, it's not looking bad here. This was a trade, I think it was on Thursday, that I shared on the live stream. It was not the best one, but I do believe that Solana might go higher. It looks like it wants higher, okay? It looks like it wants higher. So, yeah, just pay attention to Solana. I think so. There's a lot of things happening to Solana. I'm not the biggest Solana fan, as you know, but I pay attention to this one, okay? Pay attention to this one because I do believe that Solana wants higher, really wants higher. So let's see. This is 𝗙𝗃. You know, 𝗙𝗃 is at the resistance right now. It's fighting with the 43 resistance. I think 𝗙𝗃 is it's prime to go up, okay? But it's a DeFi token. You need to understand what 𝗙𝗃 is. I'm a big believer on 𝗙𝗃. I did a video about it. And yeah, I'm still accumulating, to be honest, because I think 𝗙𝗃 at 40 cents is it's a bargain. But right now it's fighting. I still have my alert here for the 37 cents. And yeah, let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. And so let me see. Stop chasing dog water coins. I don't know what you're talking about, but maybe because I chase the right ones, my portfolio is still on green. Yeah, but that's me. I'm not, maybe always chasing the new thing on the market doesn't work. Just saying. So, Convex. Told you Convex is awesome for scalps, and you can see the chart right here, okay? And if you go and check this, it reacted where I told it would react. It wants to go higher. Be aware of this. Convex is amazing for scalps, but it's also a nightmare, okay? It looks like it wants to go higher, then someone decides that wants to sell the rewards they get from staking and then dump it. So be aware of that. I love to trade Convex, and I think you should look at Convex to trade it, because if you are scalping, that's awesome. Awesome. It's an awesome one. So yeah, I think that it's one of those that you should look. I want to show you this one because I think we talk about this one here. I think I have it here. Let me just check. I think it was almost on my first show here. Yeah. So I don't know if you remember this talk about Monero, and I told I've been in Monero since $100, $120, more or less. And at the moment I said I was expecting a pullback. I got front run it. But if you want to see if Monero is the real thing, you need to see Monero pumping while Zcash is pumping. Okay, I love Monero. I didn't sold Monero because I do believe it's a great privacy coin. I want to keep it. At least it's for me. I'm willing to take the risk. It's almost a 7x since my entry. But I want you to understand this, okay? If you want to see if Monero now is the real deal and the market is really looking for Monero, you need to see Monero and Zcash pumping. If not, the only thing you are going to see is rotation, nothing else. Okay, you need to understand that. If Zcash starts to pump and Monero starts to dump, you are seeing just a rotation from one token to another. When you see both pumping, then you know it's the privacy season. Then you know people are looking for both projects. Okay, just keep this in mind because it will be really helpful to trade Monero. If you are trading Monero, I don't trade Monero. I have my spot bag and I'm okay with it. So someone's asking for Dash. Dash was another one that had a major pump. Yeah, I will not short now, But this was a good short. I'm not going to short nowadays on support. That's against the rules. But yeah, maybe short here. If you think the run is over, I don't follow Dash. But if you believe the run is over, maybe on a retest that it might had already done. Maybe that people have already done. So yeah, I will not short now. I will wait. Then I'll short. Yeah, you see, it's at support. It will be a good short, but I think it's a risky one, to be honest. I think it's a risky short right here. At least it's just my opinion. What are people actually doing with Monero? The same that I'm doing with all the other ones. Nothing. Actually, there are places where you can transact with Monero, the same way you can transact with Bitcoin or whatever, Zcash, etc. What are people doing with Zcash right now? Nothing, holding. So guys, I'm having some troubles in my internet. I hope everything is okay. At least here I don't see any issues from my side. Now HBAR, it's another trade that I gave here, and I told you I was doing this trade. So far, it's holding support. I'm still on the trade, just an update, and I'll keep this trade going. Okay. I will keep this trade going and let it ride, because I do believe something is coming for HBAR. They had a network upgrade, and that's something that I do believe it's going to. I think something is going to happen. That's like this, and I do believe in that. Let me see what more coins are you asking. So XRP is going to $1. I don't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't mind that if XRP went to $1.10. I think that's a bit wishful thinking. Maybe more in the future, but so for now, I don't see it. So far. So yeah, moving forward, the one that I think you should really pay attention, and it's still not at my buy area, it's here, it's AVAX. AVAX has a lot of things coming. There's a lot of things happening in AVAX. And someone just sent the wrong chat. And I do believe there's a lot of things, there's really good things coming here, okay? For AVAX, it's a chain that I hold, a chain that I follow, and I do believe that things might come. And also I want to talk about this one, okay? I want to talk with you about Lighter. I don't know if you were at the airdrop or not. Lighter has been amazing for scalp. I've been scalping on Bitfinex. You'll have the link in the description. But Lighter is one of those projects that no one believed at the beginning. The airdrop came, a lot of hype with the airdrop, a lot of life changes. That's what we want. But pay attention to this one, because we might be fighting a bottom here, okay, on Lighter. It's hard to know because there's the airdrop, there's always people dumping if something happens. But we had a major, it started to drop a lot, as you can see, since the all-time high drop. I don't know. Sorry. Like 50%, more or less. So, but now it's maybe it's finding the floor. Okay, I know some people are waiting for $1.50, another people for $1.60, and I'm just telling you this. This is one of those coins, and I had an airdrop, so I'm covered for any stop loss, that I really want to catch the bottom on the swing trade. And I usually don't do swing trades. Okay, I'm just telling you my opinion, because I studied Lighter. I was on the private beta of Lighter. And I know some people also from Banter were on the private beta for Lighter. And I tested the platform. I do believe that they are going to do something new to the market. Just pay attention to this, okay? Put this token under your radar. It's Lighter on Bitfinex, but the token is lit. They are going to change it. I know this was just to avoid the confusion with another token, because there were people buying the wrong Lighter. I don't know if you were aware of that. But I do believe that we might be finding a bottom, okay? Not 100% certain, because of anyone can decide to sell all the airdrop. But I do believe in that, okay? Just pay attention to this one. if you want to keep it under the radar as a good opportunity. Okay, even if it's just for 50% move or 100% move, I think there's an opportunity here. Okay, and yeah, that's my opinion, and I'm following that. But again, I got the airdrop. If I got any stop, I'm swinging already on lighter because I want to catch the bottom. But if I get any stop loss, I'll be covered by the airdrop that I received. So this is it. You want to look at PIPPIN? I can look at PIPPIN. You want to see PIPPIN? Yeah, I don't trade this. Look at this. I know some people are scalping this, especially on 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗽𝗲, the Portuguese community. But look at this. What do you want to do here? I'm not going to touch this. I don't want. Maybe spot if you believe so, but I think I saw something about PIPPIN at the concentration of supply. I'm not sure about that, but I think I saw something like that. And so yeah, but I'm not going to trade this. I don't even know what to tell you looking at this, to be honest. I prefer to, when I don't understand, I'm out. I'm out. Okay, so this one, I'm completely out. And I know, I saw the move, I saw the wicks, I saw the comments, and I'm completely out. Yeah, you should put a like on the show, for sure. Who wants to look at Paul? Paul is doing layoff. You want to check Paul, and I'm the one looking for old coins. Okay, I understand. They changed the name, so they might be new. And yeah. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Is that support right now? I didn't know Paul went so lower. I had no idea it went so lower. But yeah, I'm not touching Paul. I saw that they are doing layoffs. They are letting people go. I know there was a lot of hype, some partnerships, whatever. But yeah, if you want to go for it, it's a risky one. Like a big risk here. And yeah, honestly, I don't know what to tell you about this. Maybe if we clear this, which I don't know if we will, if we clear this, and yeah, if you can clear this here, maybe do like this, something like this, and this area holds, you can look for a trade here. Okay, but so right now I won't do anything. Maybe short it. Maybe short it. I would short it. Well, I'm not taking this trade, but this is something I would see me doing. If it was not the weekend, I would definitely do something like this. It's not the best RR, but yeah, if you want. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, my trading view is going bananas again. This happened to me this week. Yeah, the RR is not here. Not even for a short. It's too low unless you think it's going lower. But it reacted here. Yeah, the way I would short this. I won't trade this. Only like this will be the only scenario where I would be looking to trade Paul. The only one. Okay, this will be the only scenario that I would be looking to trade Paul, and no more than that. All right, guys, if you want to trade, I just want to tell you, there's a link in the description for Bitfinex, and there's this competition happening here that you can join my team. You don't have to be registered with my link, but you can join my team. And we are at $100 prize. There's a $4 million prize pool. And right now, 𝗕𝗏𝗧𝗽𝗏𝗍's team is in 41 place and $102 of prize, let's say like this. So just join us. I have the link on my X, and register on Bitfinex. If you are registered with another link, there's no issue. Just join us to the team so that we can get more people and more from the prize pool. We need more volume, and just I'm counting on every one of you. Okay, let's get the prize pool higher for everyone. And let me see more. Matic, PIPPIN, Injective, and I'm the one looking for the altcoins. Okay. I was with the Injective. What's happening right now with the Injective? It's going higher. Is the market moving? Okay, let me just check if the market. When I look at this Bitcoin chart. Okay, so yeah, I like 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗃. I met the 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗃 CEO in Barcelona on a conference, and she was really nice. But yeah, they need to do more. They need to do more. They need to, how can I say this? They need to get more utility on the network. Honestly, I don't even know what to tell you here. If you want to do something, maybe if it pulls back here. Okay, it's at the resistance right now. If it pulls back here at this area, maybe. Okay, just set an alert. That's something I'm going to do also here, and another one here, just letting you know that's entering your buy zone. And if it pulls back, yeah, I would enter this trade. Yeah, I just did the alerts because I want to trade it. Maybe that it's getting strength again. I don't know. But just one thing, when I say I'm going to trade on the weekend, just because I'm setting alerts, not setting limit orders. Okay, understand the difference. Because when I get an alert, I'm going to check the chart and I'll see, okay, should I enter or not to trade? If it was during the weekend and I see the setup there, even if I saw the setup there, I'll just set up a limit trade and that's it. Weekend, it's different. We know that Trump likes to, how can I say this, likes to talk about the markets, whatever, during the weekend. There are some things that happen in the weekend that we don't like that might affect the market. So I don't just go blind and place limit orders, okay? But for 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗃, if I receive the alerts, then I'll look at it and I'll start to see what I'm doing and what I will do, sorry. Yeah, we need some likes. I've been here on the shows, the last one trades I gave you, they all went bananas. And yeah, sorry. Sorry. So like I was saying, I'm sorry guys. Like I was saying, yeah, just be careful on the weekend. Oh man, not HBAR. Why don't you like HBAR? I don't understand why people don't like HBAR. There's always someone against HBAR. Guys, before checking my charts, more charts, I want to talk about this because I think this is awesome and I know nobody is doing it. And it's this, okay? Ren shared this, I believe on Wednesday. No, sorry, yeah, it was on Wednesday. And this is Jax, and you should meet Jax. Jax is something that Banter is doing. It's new, it's innovation, and I think you should go there and you should see what the future might look like. And this is something that Banter is really putting the effort on it to be different, to differentiate from others. Go there, go check. I'm going to leave the link there on the chat. Go check Jax. I think you like Jax. I think you like what Jax stands for. And yeah, I think that will be awesome, to be honest. Just go there and just check the Jax. I'm not going to show you here because I really want you to go there, but I do believe that this is something different. I do believe this is something that you should look at. And I do believe this is something that, how can I say this? It's different, okay? It's AI. And you know I'm a big AI user. And so I gave you some AI prompts last weekend. I have more, but there's news coming about that. I'm going to have my own English channel soon. And so there we'll be talking more about AI, trading, AI in crypto. But yeah, go check Jax, okay? You should. And this is something that you should support. It's the future, so it's what it is. One day I'll be on the beach drinking margaritas and you'll be seeing someone like me here on the live streams. I'm joking, I'm not going to do that because I don't drink alcohol. That's the only part I'm not going to do it. So let's check more charts and see where I'm going. HBAR legit, thank you. Someone's saying good things about HBAR. Thank you. Thank you. I know there will be some HBAR. There are two things I know that at least I'm trying. First, I know Jax, One day we'll say something good about XRP and HBAR. But first, we need Rand to say something good about XRP and HBAR. So, and I told you, there's no bull run resuming till Rand says something positive about HBAR. So, till there, we're just ranging with fake pumps just to make everyone with hope, and then it dumps. That's what it is. If Rand doesn't say something good about XRP and HBAR, there's no bull market to anyone. Let me see more. So, let me see if we have more here. Yeah, I want to talk about ECP. ECP, yeah, ICP or ECP, whatever, Internet Computer. It's pumping again, okay? In this time, I didn't saw any major, how can I say this, accounts talking about it, okay? It just started pumping randomly. So you see this here? I would be paying attention to this area here, okay? And so we'll set an alert here when it's entering this area here to see how it reacts, okay? I do believe that we might see something regarding ICP. A move like this, I wouldn't be surprised to get something like this, honestly. This wouldn't surprise me at all, okay? I don't know, but this wouldn't surprise me at all. So yeah, that might happen, and be aware of this because I know ICP when it pumps really hard. Okay, it pumps really hard. So I don't know. Maybe you can ask Rand to Jax and then Jax to do a deep dive on ICP. That would be cool to know Jax's opinion on ICP, and yeah, I think that would be pretty awesome. Let me check if I can tell you more because I think there are good opportunities here on the market that I really want to share with you. But it's weekend. There will be weekly shows. Maybe on X. So let me see. MOODENG. You guys really like meme coins. MOODENG. What do you want me to say about MOODENG? That was the EPO one, right? MOODENG. Was the EPO one? I'm not sure. I think it was the EPO one. It's this one. This is MOODENG, right? Might have found the bottom. Who knows? Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not the biggest meme. I'm not the big meme fan or a meme trader. Okay, unless the chart tells me that okay, there's an opportunity here. But yeah, maybe it found the bottom here. I don't know. The thing with meme coins is that there's always someone ready to dump. And yeah, I don't know if I wanted to talk to you about this one, I had to see on-chain or the accumulation or if there are a lot of concentration of supply, a lot of things. So before I tell, look, yeah, we might have found the bottom. Maybe we are going to fill the week. We are so close. The difference is not that much, like 2 cents or something. But I don't, regarding meme coins, I need to see everything before I talk about it. I just hope you're not overexposed. And if you are, that we have a huge God candle. But this is just me. I'm not a big meme coin trader or believer. So that's what it is. Maybe Pepe. Don't mind trading Pepe. Doge. I have Doge. I do believe Doge is going somewhere. There's something I do believe is going to happen with Doge. But that's just, it's written on a message that I said what's going to happen. And if it does happen, I'll show to everyone. But so till then, I'm not going to tell this to anyone. Even Doge might be finding a support here, but it's weekend. So I'll be careful here. I will be really careful here. So let me see. Okay. More. Right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, there's a big drama because of the Clarity Act. Remember, Coinbase is a crypto bank. They do a lot of money from stablecoin yields. My prediction, in my opinion, what's going to happen, we are going to have a Clarity Act by July. I think by July of 2026, we're going to get the Clarity Act. This is just drama theater to how can I say this? Get this bill a little bit softer. Let's say like this, and there will be a lot of discussions, etc. Some compromises. I don't believe banks will. Okay, I am missing the word in English. Sorry. I don't believe banks will allow them to have a lot of yields on stable coins. Maybe they'll match the bank ones, and that's something they can compromise. Instead of giving 4%, 7%, they will match the bank ones, the yields from banks. That's something that I see it happen, but we need to understand something. Coinbase is just one exchange. One exchange. Okay, there's a lot of ones that want this to move forward, and don't ignore Ripple and Robinhood lobby on Washington. Okay, these two, they are really big. So I do believe we are going to get the Clarity Act. Till then, I think there's just be more drama, more theater, more negotiations. The White House wants the bill. That's why they are saying they are pulling the support because of what Coinbase did. So yeah, this is just my takeaway. What the end game will be: drama, discussions, volatility. But in the end, we are going to get a bill. We are going to get clarity, and that's something that the market needs from a legal point of view. Thank you for being here. See you all next Saturday.